Buongiorno. My compliments to the Lancia Club and to Giorgio Firmini for his vision in proposing this forum. I'm sorry that I'm not there to share the event with you, but I'm certainly there with you in spirit. And when I look at the program and the list of speakers, I'm especially sorry to be missing those interesting presentations. And I think you, the audience, are in for a most rewarding day. After the introduction, your first speaker is Enrico Marcella, and he's very well qualified to discuss the history of the Lambda, or indeed any of the Lancia production. He's especially endeared himself to many Lancisti through his great interest in and concern for the priceless collection of historic Lancia vehicles. In Australia, we were delighted to welcome him to Castlemaine as our guest of honour in 1999. Next, Stefano Falchetto will be discussing the Lambda project, and he brings to the forum not only his own experience as an engineer working for Lancia, but as the son of Battista Falchetto. He has a most detailed knowledge and understanding of his father's life and work. And Battista, of course, was one of the principal designers of the Lambda and also a close and highly valued colleague of Vincenzo Lancia. We're honoured to have Stefano as patron of the Australian Lancia Register. Costanza Lancia will be talking to you about innovation in the production of the Lambda. I think it's significant, and it's certainly a great pleasure to have a member of the Lancia family as part of this forum and to share her insights into this subject. It's a subject on which I know she's carried out a considerable amount of research, and as a graduate of the Politecnico here in Turin, she also provides us with a link to that institution and its student body. I'll talk a little more about that connection later. The next person on your program, Professor Lorenzo Morello, is the one speaker whom I've not met, but I do know something of his academic work with the Politecnico, and he's exceptionally well qualified to address you on the topic of innovative patents as they relate to the Lambda program. Luigi Ferraresi is next, and he will discuss the Lambda drawings. Luigi brings a professional architectural eye to this topic, and as a former secretary of the Lancia Club and a Lambda owner himself, he's well qualified to introduce you to this subject. Professor Jonathan Wood will, I'm sure, be already known to most of you, not the least for his role in organising the last two Amici della Lambda events. He's demonstrated most convincingly his organising ability and his dedication to the Lambda. And he'll speak to you about foreign markets for the Lambda. This is a subject that's not often discussed, but it's one which was of great importance during the lifetime of the car. And it's clear that Vincenzo paid a lot of attention to the location and the quality and the performance of his outposts overseas. Finally, last but by no means least, you'll hear from my good friend Professor Joachim Gries, who will talk to you about collection and restoration. Joachim, I'm sure, needs little introduction to you. It was he who conceived the idea of a Lambda World Register, and his drive and enthusiasm and his sheer hard work has turned that idea into a reality. It's been a pleasure for me to work with him on this project, and I'll leave him to tell you all about it. One of my great regrets is that my old friend John Turner is not here today. I can't think of a more knowledgeable, a more generous or a more dedicated Lambdista, and we, the Lambda owners, are all the poorer for his passing. I miss him very much, and I'm sure many of you do too. To me, an important feature in the design of this forum was the decision to involve the Politecnico and some of its students. It's nearly 93 years since the Lambda first appeared in public. A quick look around at the Lambda owners in this audience might suggest that most are of, well, let's say a mature age. Now, collectively, we don't need to be convinced about the significant place of the Lambda in automotive history or the way in which it exemplified the innovation and the technical excellence of its creators. But unless those messages are understood and appreciated by a later generation than ours, I think we risk the Lambda becoming an interesting but maybe a fading page in history, So I applaud the inclusion of the Polytechnico and its students, and I hope this forum stimulates the interest and the curiosity of that younger generation. Well, I think that's quite enough from me. My best wishes to you. I'm sure you'll all have a most interesting day. Ciao tutti.